Go.
Hi. So, my next book is called Knuffle Bunny Too, A Case of Mistaken Identity by Mo Williams. One morning, not so long ago, Trixie took a walk with her daddy. By now, Trixie really knew how to talk. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to show Amy, and then I'll show Meg, and
I'll show.
then I'll show Margot, and then I'll show Jane, and then I'll show Leela, and then I'll show Rebecca, and then I'll show Noah, and then I'll show Robbie, and then I'll show Toshi, and then I'll show Cassie, and then I'll show Connie, and then I'll show Parker, and then I'll show Brian, and talk and talk. Trixie was excited because she was taking her one-of-a-kind Knuffle Bunny someplace very special. Come on! School. There's the school. Trixie couldn't wait to show Knuffle Bunny to Miss Greengrove and all her friends in pre-K. But just as her daddy kissed her goodbye, Trixie saw Sanjay. Suddenly, Trixie, one of a kind, Knuffle Bunny wasn't so one of a kind anymore. The morning did not go well. Knuffle. The afternoon was worse. When the school bell rang, Miss Greengrove returned the Knuffle Bunnies, and the day go better. Then before she knew it, it was time to go home. Trixie ate her dinner, devoured her dessert, brushed her teeth. And tried to escape the mommy and daddy robots from Planet Snurp. At 1:30 bedtime, Trixie was tucked in, ready for sleep. But a few hours later, Trixie realized something. Trixie marched into her mommy and daddy's room and said, "That is not my bunny." Trixie daddy tried to explain what 2:30 a.m. means. He asked, "Can we deal with this in the morning?" Trixie daddy went to the phone. Trixie like, this ain't my bunny. Before he even made it down the stairs, bring! The phone rang. "We have your bunny," said a man's voice on the other end. "We have yours," replied Trixie daddy. Arrangements were made. Trixie and her daddy rushed across the neighborhood. It was late. She was not playing about this teddy bear. This her favorite teddy bear. Trixie did not want to be late. Neither did Sanjay. So we have, I think this is Trixie and her dad, and this is Sanjay and her dad. I don't know.
No, that's Tracy and her dad.
Right, this is Trixie and her dad, and this is Sanjay and her family over
No,
here.
wait. This is Tracy and Dad, and this is Trixie and Dad.
No, that's Sunday. And this is Trixie. See? Trixie right
Wait,
here.
where do you see Sanjay?
Right here. Look, that's why they got her name over here. See? Sanjay and Trixie.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We got it right. There was an exchange, and the Knuffle Bunnies were back where they belong. I was so worried about my bunny, said Sanjay. So was I, Trixie replied. Then they both said, I'm glad you got your bunny back. At that exact same time. And that is how Trixie found her first best friend. The end.
Oh, but it's not over yet.
Why?
Look on the other page.
Oh, sorry, we're not done yet. The next morning, both Trixie and Sanjay rushed to school. The new best friends had a lot of catching up to do. Do you want to play with Knuffle Bunny? Sure. Do you want to play with mine? Now is the end. Thank you, Diaria. And that is my book for today.
And cheer for your teacher.
Thank you.